All right, free radicals, welcome back. My name is Dave, and this is the Radical Independent. Thank you for watching this channel. Couple of housekeeping issues here. Producing a lot of content at this stage on this channel, content that is, sort of frivolous and doesn't really have a lot of impact on what's happening in the political world at this stage. I have no interest in doing that. I'm just making it clear that I know there are a lot of folks who do this and they do it for a living and they're really good at it. And I oftentimes watch those channels to get informed. But a lot of time I come away with very little new information. So I'm just putting it in here putting it out there that I'm just not a big fan of the Monday morning quarterbacking and documenting the horse race and talking about how, look, we've got Joe Biden, a guy who has probably some kind of onset dementia, Parkinson's, however you want to. I'm not a doctor. Someone needs to dig into that. That's a story. And the other guy who believes people could be injected with disinfectant to cure coronavirus. Those are your two choices. You got 320 million people in the country, and we've narrowed it down to those two guys. So again, I don't have much to say on this. It's just ridiculous, and people continue to try to pick apart Joe Biden. Apparently the Democratic Party doesn't care. So I want to pivot. The last video I did was actually one of the more popular videos I've done, but I do want to make a correction to it, to be fair. I was speculating that Governor Jesse Ventura had filed paperwork to run for president. His team has come out and refuted that claim, and because the claim itself isn't demonstrably true. So I want to be clear, I wasn't trying to mislead anyone or do a clickbait video. Ventura has filed paperwork internally with the Green Party saying that he's interested in running for president within the Green Party. He hasn't done the actual filing of paperwork to run for president. It is more or less a letter of interest, which I feel is still a big story. And if he's interested in becoming the Green Party nominee, then I think people should be paying attention to his various accounts, whether that be Twitter or Facebook or wherever else Governor Ventura hangs out. Most likely it's somebody on his team that is doing the the postulating on his behalf. So those are a couple of things I wanted to briefly mention. I'm really not interested in Joe Biden picking Elizabeth Warren, although that would be a good thing for him to do. None of it really interests me. And the reason is, at the end of it all, we've seen a pattern where everybody just acquiesces to, whether it's the military-industrial complex or the media-industrial complex or Wall Street and large financial institutions that are really calling the shots, the Federal Reserve Bank and other banks. You can go on and on. Amazon, Walmart, all of these things just are essentially staying the same, and politicians are coming along to tell us that they're better at manipulating these corporations and these institutions. They're better at manipulating these things than the other guy, because that's really what this is about. This isn't about systemic structural change, which takes into consideration what the working class of this country really need and want. So hence, for me, it's Green Party. It's also Libertarian Party. I'm listening, Haven't heard anybody over there really convince me. I'm not voting for Vermin Supreme, putting that out there, because this is ridiculous. This isn't a time to make a statement about how bad the political system is, because we know that. Again, this is documenting the obvious. If you want a protest candidate to say that you voted for this person, then that's your choice. There are serious candidates running for president. Howie Hawkins on the Green Party, Dario Hunter, and who knows, possibly Governor Ventura. And I want to be on record as saying I will vote for any of those people over the two established candidates who are nothing but shills for corporations. And those two candidates are all about the tribal warfare that I used to talk about all the time on this channel, but I no longer have an appetite for that topic because it seems as though people just don't understand it, because I still see it on Facebook, people arguing that Biden is this incredible, just going to take the country in such a great pro-Obama direction. It's going to just be like it was. Folks, we had, 8 years of stagflation in this country. The middle class got destroyed under Barack Obama. If we're going back to those policies in a time where we need to go hard left on a lot of things that will get this economy moving again. And when I say hard left, I'm talking about forgiving student loan debt, people having a living wage, those sorts of things. Those are the things that are going to save us, not tinkering around the edges. In fact, Trump, who I just think is a joke, has been more willing to listen to some of these ideas than people in this neoliberal establishment like the Nancy Pelosi's, who want to means test certain things. There is more openness in certain parts of the GOP that understand that the working class is getting destroyed and that those voters have nowhere to go right now. And contrary to popular thinking, that voting bloc is still the most influential voting bloc in this country. So, in any event, I wanted to just clear the air about the Ventura video, because people have approached and said this is incorrect, and technically it is incorrect, but the fact that he is showing interest in running within the party itself, and is it late in the game? Sure, but it's never too late. It's never too late. If your candidate, if there's a buzz about your candidate and you've got this level of name ID out there, and you can compete against a Donald Trump because you're Jesse Ventura, and if people don't think that's an important attribute, then they haven't been studying politics over the last few years. And the way Trump was able to win, I mean, his name ID is off the charts, and people go, okay, whatever. I know it's stupid in some regards that is the most important thing for people. Like, they saw this guy on TV and like, oh, let's vote for him. It's stupid because people are ill-informed and they don't understand that we need somebody who is intellectual, who can think on their feet, who, again, I've done interviews with both Dario and Howie, and both of those gentlemen are smart. They're very smart individuals. They come at the party from different places within the Green Party. So again, and if you're a libertarian, I'm planning on doing more research on the libertarians and who is in. I hear about this guy, Jacob Harbinger or something. I don't know if that's how you say his last name. Been hearing about him. Lincoln Chafee dropped out, which is weird because he had name ID, but apparently he wasn't getting any traction within the Libertarian Party. So again, that's my video. Content, again, on this channel. I appreciate those people that have remained. At least I have still 7,000 plus subscribers, so I will use that platform to still get out my message, which is basically getting away from the two-party system, which right now is a complete joke. And whether you're Joe Rogan or I don't know, Kyle Kalinske or Pasta Jardula, all right, any of those guys who understand that right now you're just a kamikaze pilot flying into a buzzsaw if you're a Democrat or you're a DSA or whatever you claim to be. And even though I like the movement for a People's Party, they have no candidates. They're not on any ballots or anything, and they really ought to coalesce with either the Greens or Libertarians so we can get on the ballot in all 50 states. We need an alternative party that's on the ballot consistently in all 50 states, up and down the ballot too. From president down to dog catcher, we need every area of government where we can have access. So again, that's what I'm trying to say there. All right, again, thanks for watching. Don't want to make this video too long because I'm boring here. I'm boring everybody to tears. And so please continue to watch the videos. And if you want to contribute to my cause, it is davidjspuria@gmx.com. Thank you.